You know what? After tonight, what I just witnessed, I believe in miracles. The Visit is the latest movie from writer-director M. Night Shyamalan, and I know it's your instinct to groan whenever you hear that name, and understandable, but hear me out. The movie follows two kids who go out to visit their grandparents as their mother's away with her boyfriend. The kids have never met their grandparents before, so they decide to document everything that happens, but the longer they stay, the more they realize that their grandparents might not all be there. M. Night Shyamalan, director of Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, and then after that, even starting with Signs. I'm sorry, I don't like Signs. He's just been on a shit streak with The Happening, Last Airbender, After Earth, which I said it was the next Battlefield Earth, which, thinking back, After Earth is shit, but not that level. So I take that back. It's still a bad movie. So now we have The Visit, which I remember seeing the trailer for this, and it said, from the director of The Sixth Sense, and listed all these movies. I'm like, no. And then at the end it said, written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, alright, worst of the year already, I can tell, without seeing it. Worst of the year, because it's M. Night Shyamalan. But I just literally got back from seeing The Visit, and holy shit, he made a movie that's not shit. I'm still trying to grasp that fact. I mean, it's no masterpiece, and it's not an amazing movie that you have to rush out and see, but it is a good movie. But then in comparison to his past movies, The Visit is practically a masterpiece. I mean, it breaks away from some of the stuff you're normally accustomed to from M. Night films. Like, the actors actually do a good job. They're not boring and uncharismatic and terrible. You are kind of invested in what's going on. It's somewhat interesting. It's not boring. There are slow moments in there, but it's mainly to build up suspense. It's just, yeah, he made a good movie. This movie is a found footage movie. I'll just put that right now. But there isn't a whole lot of shaking the camera as much as I thought. But at the point where the movie actually feels like a movie and not just like doing the found footage thing, you're like, why is this found footage to begin? Okay, you know what? No, never mind. I take that back, because there is a reason why it's found footage, and that's the whole point of the movie. But it kind of works. It works better than like some of the past found footage movies in the last 5 years. As I mentioned, the actors do a good job. There's charisma from these two kids, mainly the girl. The two actors that play the grandparents are good and kind of crazy, which, like, given M. Night's last few movies, especially when he made Will Smith uncharismatic and boring in After Earth, this is a definite step up. And it has some very intense moments that'll either, like, have you on the edge of your seat, or you're just kind of disturbed. And the movie does have a twist, I'll say that, but it's not an ending twist. It's something that happens, like, in the second act, near the end of the second act, and when it comes up, you're like, yeah, that's creepy. I won't say much. But the movie does have a few issues, admittedly. There are some unintentionally funny moments. Like, there are some points of humor throughout the movie, mainly with the boy, but then there are some moments that are supposed to be creepy, but come across as laughable, which, in a horror movie, is not really a good sign. If you're trying to make something that's creepy, but the audience laughs, that's not good. And then it does the jump scare thing. It only does it once, but given how the rest of the movie was so smart in delivering its scares, I gotta take off some major points for that, because the jump scare is a cliche in horror movies I cannot stand by any stretch of the imagination. But in the end, I gotta give credit where credit is due. The Visit is actually good. It's 2015. M. Night Shyamalan has not made a good movie since Unbreakable, and then this comes out. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie post Unbreakable that I like. the world might as well come to an end. Like, there's fire and brimstone coming from the sky, rivers and seas boiling, 40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the dead rising from the grave, human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. M. Night made a good movie. And that's my rating. I'm sorry, I had to do that, but yeah, that's my rating. It's good, but it's not great. Because of the jump scare and some unintentionally funny moments, I can't quite say it's something that's worth seeing in your lifetime, but it is a good movie, and it's probably going to stick around to be my surprise of the year. And even though I said this is a good movie, it unfortunately does not make up for Last Airbender. He still has to apologize for that and get off his high horse of wanting to make Last Airbender 2, because it's not happening. Don't even bother thinking about it. And that's my review for The Visit. Leave a comment and tell me what you thought of the movie. If you've seen it, what did you think? Like, subscribe, share me with your friends. And this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.